Welcome back to my channel. So I've spent more time riding this summer than I have wrenching, but wanted to bring you up to speed on some of the modifications that I've made to my Suzuki GSX8TT. I haven't done any standalone videos on the installs. Most have been very straightforward, but wanted to go over them because I think the bike as it is now looks perfect. Off the showroom floor, it's a great looking bike. There aren't too many things save for the tail tidy, which is a must because the stock one is absolutely horrendous. I decided to do a full exhaust, both for the sound as well as the look, and then a lot of other small aesthetic mods, but really enjoying this bike. It's probably my favorite to ride. The quick shifter is the best of any bike that I've ridden. It has both up and auto blip for down. Anyway, it just makes for a very enjoyable riding experience. But in this video, I just wanted to walk you through the different modifications that I've done. Also want to let you hear the sound that this aero exhaust makes because it's perfect. It's not too loud, but it does have a nice growl and really brings the sound of the engine out. So let's walk through the modifications really quickly. I'll start here at the front of the bike. First are the turn signals. The stock turn signals are very bulbous and overly exciting. I went ahead and 3D printed a mount so that you can put standard LED lights. These are just cheap $20 Amazon lights that I'm actually running on a few different bikes. But again, with the 3D mounted plate, and I'll link below to the STL file if you'd like to download and print it yourself. I did see a company that's selling it for like 40 or 50 bucks just for the little, and they're 3D printing it too. Anyway, I designed this one myself. Feel free to download it and print it if you want to do this installation, but just cleans up the look of the front lights quite a bit. Like on a lot of the bikes, I threw on the ASV levers. They're adjustable. They're also shorter. I think they look better. They feel better. And again, with the adjustability, I have smaller hands, so I like to be able to get the right length pull both for brake and clutch. The mirrors that come on this bike, I think a lot of people really like. It's the mirrors that come off the side of the handlebar here. I'm not a particular fan of it though. I felt like it just took up too much real estate on the handlebars. So I did a couple of things. One is I 3D printed this little ring. I tried lots of different colors. I settled on this gold with this black stripe to fill up the space where the stock mirror had previously been occupying. And then I put on these double take trail mirrors that I've thrown on a lot of bikes. I'll link to the double take website below because at this point I have them on more than half of my bikes. They're really small. They take up very little real estate on the handlebar. But when you're riding through the triangle through your arm, you can very clearly see what's going on behind you. So I really think they look great, but they're also an effective mirror at the same time. Small mod, I threw on a quad lock mount for the phone mount. Small things like changing the stickers, not a big deal at all. This is one of my favorite mods though, and again, it's a simple one, and I don't think you'd notice it unless you were looking at it side by side from the stock one, but the stock seat on the green bike comes with red stitching. It makes sense, I think, on the black bike because the black bike has, I think, red and yellow stripes on the side, so it ties together. But the red stitching on this bike makes no sense, and again, a small detail that just really annoyed me. Also, the quality of the vinyl on the seat and the pillion on the stock setup just was pretty low quality. So I sent these off to Cheeky Seats. Susie put together this package of very much higher quality vinyl and this awesome orange stitching which ties together with the accents on the bike, and I think just looks so much better. Anyway, again, I'll link to Susie and Cheeky Seats below. I think, again, on more than half or most of the bikes in my garage at this point, I'm running Cheeky Seats covers. I started the video talking about the tail tidy. The stock tail tidy comes all the way out past the tire, and it also awkwardly has the rear light hanging out here too. So it's a little more involved putting a tail tidy on this particular bike, just because you also have to have a rear light as part of the assembly. But I went with Yoshimura's solution. I think it's one of the neatest looking solutions. The LED taillight that comes with the kit perfectly matches the contour of the rear of the tail, brings it all together quite a bit, and I'm running the Yoshimura turn signals with the package as well. So again, I think cleans it up quite a bit, and the turn signals provide plenty of visibility. The Yoshimura light, very visible both for the running light as well as the brake light. And I'm assuming that the engineers of Suzuki expected you to do this. I can't imagine anybody expected from an aesthetic point of view thinking, wow, that tail looks great. I'm sure that's to meet certain standards in various countries and states and municipalities to make everybody happy at once. Again, I really like the way that this tail tidy cleans things up. And then the last mod, and the most expensive that I've done on the bike so far, is the exhaust. So this is the Aero full exhaust, and I'll link to it. There's a few different variations. It has a baffle in it that is not typically removable. There's like little tack wells that if you wanted to take out the sound baffle, you'd have to grind that off. Although it does have a little screw hole so that if you did take it off, you could replace it. Anyway, I like the way that it sounds in the format that it comes with the baffle in place. Again, I don't want this bike to be screaming like my ZX4R, but I wanted it to sound a little deeper, and the overall note and tone is perfect. There isn't a drone sound while you're out riding, but I'll fire it up here in a minute and let you hear it. It sounds much, much better. I've been riding this bike quite a bit. It's extremely comfortable. I mentioned the quick shifter is buttery smooth. I think it looks fantastic, and it's just a very comfortable riding position. I'm a shorter rider at about 5'7". When I'm trying to get both feet down at the same time, I can get about half the foot down. Honestly, when I stop at a stoplight, usually I'm 1 foot down. But the overall riding position, very comfortable. No strain on my wrists or my neck or my back, and it's just a really fun bike to ride. Anyway, as I continue to ride and own this bike, I'm sure I'll find other modifications that I'm interested in, again, enjoying it quite a bit. As new things come up, I'll start to do some installation videos, and I'll have some riding videos coming up too. It's been really hot outside, so when I am riding, I'm usually not geared up. Don't want to put all the communication stuff on, and anyway, weather's about to get nicer, so I'll get some more riding videos up on my channel soon. Anyway, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Thank you all very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and keep on building.